Welcome to this embodied hypnosis. Today I'm going to guide you in a special practice that will help you to identify and release any emotion from your body. Embodied hypnosis is a practice I use every day when I wake up with overwhelming emotions or those kinds of really heavy emotions. And it's a practice that I use with my clients as well every time they experience a trigger, a past trauma coming into the present moment, an emotional wound, or even overwhelming thoughts that are weighting them down. So I wanted to guide you as well in this practice. You can find a comfortable position where you can relax, either with your back straight or laying down. But it's important to have like a quiet and safe space for yourself, just for you. And if it feels more supportive for you, you can close your eyes during this practice, or you can keep them open. So let's start. I invite you to take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, close your eyes at the same time. And I invite you now to just notice, how does it feel to close your eyes? Just be present for a few seconds here, noticing the transition from the outer world to your inner world. And we will start by taking a few deep breaths together. So take the first deep breath in, and when you exhale, imagine that you're releasing all the thoughts, the worries in the outside world. And the second deep breath in, and when you exhale, let your shoulders come down in a relaxed position and allow your body to rest even more comfortable in the place you chose for this practice. And the third deep breath in, and when you exhale, shift your awareness from the outside world to your inside world, and just notice with your mind's eye, with your soul eye, with your heart's eye, what thoughts, emotions, images, words, experiences are coming through now to your awareness. And from this space, which is a little bit more relaxed than in the beginning, I invite you to start scanning your body from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. So you're scanning each part of your body, but at the same time, you're covering them with this soft blanket of relaxation and safety and support that will help your full and entire being relax on a deeper level. So start with the tip of your toes now, and you may feel here like a tingling sensation or a pleasant stinging, or feeling your toes warmer, and that's perfectly normal. And you're covering now your feet and your ankles with this blanket of support and relaxation and safety and comfort. Scanning now your knees and covering them as well with this soft and warm blanket. Covering now your upper legs and allowing them to rest even more. And you're covering now your sitting bones with this blanket of warmth and relaxation and comfort. And allowing yourself to feel supported by the chair, the bed, the sofa you're sitting on, but also by the earth that's supporting you every day to live your life, fulfill your dreams, and be present. Again, you're covering now your belly with this blanket of relaxation and warmth. And all your internal organs now are calm and soft and supporting you to live in this perfect body you're having. And now you're scanning your heart space, and you're covering your heart with this blanket of safety and comfort. And with each new deep breath you're taking, a new wave and a new blanket of relaxation is covering your heart space, creating more space for you today to feel, to heal, and to receive more love, more care, more attention, more money, and more of everything your heart desires. And now you're covering your shoulders and your arms, your elbows, your hands, and the tip of your fingers are covered now by this blanket of warmth and relaxation and comfort. And you may feel here the same tingling sensation or pleasant stinging or warmth that you felt on the tip of your toes as well. You're feeling now on the tip of your fingers. And I invite you now to cover your neck and all the muscles, the tendons, the bones, the cells in this area. And you can finally feel that you can leave behind the weight covering your shoulders and your neck and your whole body. And you can release anything that doesn't serve you anymore. And now I invite you to cover your full head with this blanket of warmth and relaxation, and you're covering your jaw where we usually tend to gather pressure during the day, your lips, your tongue, and your whole mouth area is covered by this warmth and relaxation blanket. And your cheeks are now covered by this blanket, your ears, your nose, and each part of your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, and your eyes are covered by this warmth and relaxation. And I invite you now to bring this blanket to cover your forehead as well. And you can replace the frown on your face with a little inner smile, knowing that you are at the perfect time and the perfect place. And now your rest of the head is covered by this blanket of relaxation, and you can feel completely relaxed from the tip of your fingers and the tip of your toes to the top of your head. And with each new breath you're taking, a new blanket of relaxation and comfort and safety and warmth covers your full body and your heart and your soul and your mind. And from this place, completely relaxed, I invite you to continue keeping your eyes closed. And now that you scanned your body, I want you to notice, where do you feel tension? Where do you feel this emotion that overwhelms you, adds pressure to your body, lives in your body? Some people feel it in their feet, like a tingling sensation or a tension or agitated feet. Some people feel it in their hands, like agitated hands or contracted fists. Some people feel it in their tummy, like a heaviness. Some people feel it in their chest, like a tension or an ache. Some people feel their hearts heavy. Other people feel it on their shoulders, like a deep heaviness. Or maybe you feel it on your throat, like it's hard to swallow, like you have a lump on your throat that doesn't let you speak. Or maybe you feel it on top of your head, like this heaviness and overwhelming thoughts and confusion and blackness. I want you to just notice where this emotion lives without interfering, without criticizing it, without trying to avoid it, just noticing it. Where does it live in your body? And just be this outside observer that tries to see this emotion and witness this emotion. And now that you identify where this emotion lives, I want you to start observing more of its traits. What color is this emotion? It's more of a dark color or a light color. If you don't see any color, that's perfectly fine as well. As well, if you don't find any perfect place of this emotion, that's perfectly fine. Just see what comes up for you when you're trying to observe this emotion. And if you found a place and a color, I invite you to see, does this emotion move? And if it moves, does it move fast or slow? Just notice that with curiosity, like a child exploring a new thing for the first time. And now that you found the place, the color, and the movement, I want you to see, to feel, is this emotion heavy or it's light? And the last thing that I want you to feel into is, how intense is this emotion for you on a scale from 1 to 10? And just say the first number that pops into your mind without trying to get it perfectly. Because in this work with our emotion, there is no right and wrong. There is no perfect way. It's just your way. So it's an important step to identify how intense this emotion for you is in this moment, because after we do the rest of the process, at the end I will ask you again to evaluate this emotion and see how much it decreased. So the next step that we are going to take together, I wanted to invite you to imagine, to visualize, to create with your mind's eye that in front of you there's a pool. And this pool is the color of the emotion you identified. And it can be a type of pool that you saw in your past, or it can be a pool that you're now seeing for the first time. But I invite you to pretend that you have a pool in front of you. And this pool is the color of the emotion, of your emotion, of this emotion that overwhelms you and doesn't make you feel like yourself. And I invite you to sit at the edge of this pool. And with your feet in this pool, in this water of the color of your emotion. And I invite you now to look down at your feet and see, how old are you? How old are these feet that you're looking at? It's some feet of a child, of an adolescent, and just try to find the number. You don't have to make it perfectly. And I invite you now to being in this skin, in this role of this child or teenager. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I reach 1, I want you to dive deep into this pool, to jump in this pool of the same color as your emotion. So 3, you're preparing yourself to jump in this water, in this pool. 2, you know that once you will jump in this water, you will get into the first time when you first felt this emotion. And 1, jump right now in this pool. And I want you now to be with all your senses in the first moment you first felt this emotion. And I invite you to look around you and just answer me to these following questions with the first things that come into your mind, without trying to get it perfectly, without trying to imagine, to remember. Just say the first things that are coming into your experience. So I invite you to tell me, are you alone or are you with somebody? And just answer in your mind. Is it day or night? Are you inside or outside? How old are you here in this moment? And what does it happen here now in this moment? And I want you to see what's happening with as many details as possible. I want you to feel the objects around you, if there are any. I want you to hear all the sounds around you. I want you to see everything, everybody, everything that's happening here. I want you to taste if there is any specific taste that this event brings for you. So I want you to be fully immersed in this experience and fully present here and now. And the next step that we are going to do together is that I will invite you to walk around this event. And I invite you to see this event from your right side, from your left side, in front of you, behind. And even you can watch this event from on top of it. Like if you're in a house, you're above the ceiling and you're seeing all that is happening now from on top of your house. The more you walk and the more you see, the more and more perspectives you will get about this event. You'll get new insights, you'll see new things, you'll get new emotions, you'll get new thoughts and new perspectives. What are you seeing different for the first time in this event that you didn't saw when you experienced the first time? And I invite you now to choose the place that you feel the most comfortable and to look at this event and try to see it with these new different eyes. And see what things come up, what new insights you get, what new emotions you feel. And if it would be to look at this event and learn a lesson that it can serve you for the rest of your life, what can be this lesson? I invite you to just tune into everything that shows up for you, anything that you can learn, a new pattern, a new emotion, a new type of being you, a new way of being you. Anything that comes up for you, it's valid. So I invite you to breathe. Breathe in this emotion, breathe in this event. And the more you breathe, the more you release this emotion, the more you release the charge from this event. Imagine that you're breathing in red, deep air, tension, the color of the emotion that you tried to run away from for so many years, that you try to hide or to stuff deep down. Now you're releasing it through your breath. And when you're breathing out green, fresh air, that helps you to release any charge, any trauma, any heaviness from this memory, from this event, from this emotion. And I invite you to feel into your body and see that the more you breathe, the more you release. And now the next step that I invite you to do together is that I invite you to go to this younger version of yourself that you identified with this emotion and this experience. And I invite you to give this younger version of yourself a present for being here with us today and getting to this event and releasing this emotion. It can be something symbolic that can really mean that you shifted something in this experience, that you released the trigger that made this emotion to come over and over again and overwhelm you. It can be a symbol of your healing. And now I want you to take this younger version of yourself and hold it tightly in your hands, in your arms. And you're squeezing it until you're getting this part of you that decided at some point to be split from you, to protect you from this event that happened here. And I invite you to get this part back into your heart, back into who you truly are, and make it part of yourself, of this whole, of this authentic whole that you are. And now, slowly, I want you to gather all the wisdom, all the shifts that you made in this event, at this place. And I'm going to start counting slowly from 5 to 1, and with each number you'll be back with me here at the present moment. 5, you're leaving this moment behind you, being grateful for the younger version of yourself and all the people that were present here in this moment. 4, you're bringing with you the lesson, the gift, and everything you experienced in this moment. 3, you feel the bed, the chair, the sofa you're sitting on, you feel the clothes on your skin. 2, you're aware of the room you're in. And 1, open your eyes and be here with me now in the present moment. Welcome back. Congrats for the beautiful work you've done. And I invite you now to feel into the emotion that you first felt. And just observe now, how intense is this emotion on a scale from 1 to 10? Just the first number that pops into your awareness. So I invite you to see, is this number lower than the first number you identified? And even if it's one number lower, let's say you experience this emotion at the 8 in the beginning and now it's at a 7, it's still an improvement. It's still a huge step that you took towards your healing and towards releasing this emotion at its core. So congrats for the beautiful work you've done to release this core emotion. And if you need more support on accessing past emotional wounds and releasing traumas from your body, I am here for your support. You can find more information about my work on the description of this video. And I'm really grateful for you for watching this practice today and closing your eyes with me at the same time and doing this beautiful work around emotions. Thank you.